Hello, this is David with his Print Media Ministries. We're doing screen capture training videos. Today's topic is how to take a printer's document for a laser printer, which you see here, laid out as what's called a work and turn. You'd run it through the laser printer, you'd flip it over on the short edge 180 degrees, then you'd run it through again, and then you'd cut it in half, and then you'd fold it in fourths, and you'd get yourself two flyer handouts. And so it costs money to print these, and it also, if you send it by mail to somebody, then it costs the postage. So an easier way, or something we should be utilizing, is called what I call an e-tract, an e-book, an e-booklet, and I'll show you what that is. And so we'll look at this other one over here. Not that one, but this other one over here. This is the this is what we're going to come up with as what's called, I call the e-tract. So instead of having it all laid out the other way, this is in read order. It's 8 pages, and you just scroll through the document with the wheel on the mouse. And when you go to the internet, or if you use a tablet device, and we're going to see what happens when you use a tablet device. And first of all, you'd go to my website here, and you would scroll down, and you'd find the document, and then it says download e-tract here. It says an 8-page read order tract on how to make a reservation for heaven and God's assurance that you'll get there. And so when you do it right, you'll be able to push with your finger to the side, and it turns the pages forward or backwards on a tablet. This here, what you see, is a picture of how it appeared on my tablet. And so then what I do, the next thing is I tap on where it says download e-tract, and then it goes to the first page here of the earlier version of the tract. And then I showed you, here's the second page here, where will I spend eternity? How can I know for sure? It appears full screen on the tablet. And then the next thing, it shows you the transition here between the pages, that as you begin to move your finger, it actually transitions from page to page through the whole 8 pages. But it's not as easy to make this, what I'm talking about here, as it is to make a book. So I want to show you something here. I'm going to downsize this document temporarily here, and we're going to go to the Microsoft Word document. This is my book here, Christian Evangelism Printing, and I want to show you how it's easier to make an e-book. An e-book simply in Microsoft Word, if you have the 2007 version with the edition that you download to make PDFs or portable document format from put out by Adobe, then or you have the 2010 or later version, and it comes with that PDF maker. You go up here, you go down to Save As, you go to Adobe PDF, you choose where you want to save the document, you go Save like this, and it says it already exists, you want to replace it, and then you go Yes, and then it begins to make the document. It's that simple. So it's starting to make the document now. I'm going to cancel that. And now I'm going to close Microsoft Word. And now we're going to go back to our Adobe InDesign document, and I'm going to we're going to tell you how to translate this one document here, which is the original one, the printer's document here. What we do then is we go and make a new document. You go File, New Document over here in Adobe InDesign CS5, and you tell the new document, you tell it the page sizes. Let's see, go down to Document Setup, or actually let's cancel that and go to New Document, File, New Document. And then what you would do here, you would tell it you want a custom paper size, page size down here. You would make sure that it's a portrait. You would uncheck the facing pages. You'd put in 8 pages here for the number of pages. You'd type the margins down here to 2.25 or 1/4 of an inch margins, and then you click on the bottom there, and it makes them all a 1/4 inch margin. And you go to page size, you go to custom down here, and you type in 4.25 or 4.25 for the height and 2.75 for the length. And then what you end up with is this untitled page right here. And so what I have to do now is you simply use the black arrow tool over there, and I'm going to click and drag around the whole first page, and then it selects everything. Then I go edit, and I go copy, and it pastes it to the clipboard. Then I go to my untitled document, and then I go edit paste, and it puts it in there, and it's already centered pretty much. Then I go to page 2, the next page, and then I go back to my document again, this one here, and the next page would be this one down here, and I have to rotate it around. I could rotate it later. Let's see what happens if I go ahead and do it now and then rotate it later. So I take this right here, and I go edit copy, and then I go to my untitled document when it's finished here. Now we go to the untitled document. That was not that's not what I wanted there. Now this is page 2 of our untitled document. We're making the ebook here of the tract, e-tract. Then I go edit paste, but we see that it's upside down, so there are 2 ways to fix that. We go object, and we go transform, and we go rotate 180 degrees, and then it's down here. Then we click in the air, we drag it up, and we put it in place. And so eventually you come up with the document that's over here. That's the 8 pages all properly centered with 1/4 inch margins. And then we want to, since most people don't have Adobe InDesign, costs a couple $100 to buy most likely, we have to convert that into something that they can read, which is going to be a PDF. And there are 2 ways to do that. We go file here, we could go to print, and then we could choose PDF in the instead of this my local printer. We could go Adobe PDF and do it like that, but that's not what I want, because it's not going to give me the what you call the interactive capability that I want. So I'm going to go file, and I'm going to go to export right here, and then under export I'm going to go down here. I have 2 choices under save as type. And I have, well, I have more than 2 choices, but I have the Adobe PDF for print, and I have Adobe PDF Interactive. And the reason I want the interactive is because that'll allow me to make a quick view on the internet, and it'll also allow me to turn the pages with the touch of a finger. And so I go life's 2 most important questions. I titled it there. I've got PDF Interactive, and then I go save. And then the view is, the compression is fine. JPEG, I want maximum quality and a 300 dpi resolution, and I want to view it, and then I just go OK here. And you can see page transitions here. This is important. Page transitions, I have wipe. Wipe is what it means when you can turn the pages with the touch of a finger and a side flick of your finger. So then I go OK, and then it's generating all the 8 pages, and then here it is what it looks like. It's trying to put it into full screen mode, just like you see on your tablet. And now watch this. I click to the side. It doesn't seem to want to do it. There it goes. See, I click to the side, and it turns the pages. I guess I have to I must have clicked the wrong way. There's the first page, and I left click again, and it goes to the next thing. It's pretty neat how all that works. And so the next step would be to take this document and to post it on a website. So rather than pass it around by email, if you post it in a common place as a document on a website, you can give somebody the link or refer them to the website, and they can download it themselves, and they can pass it around. By pressing escape, you get out of that. And so in the next video we're going to discuss or demonstrate how you would convert this over to put it on. Let's go ahead and see if we can place it as a document on the internet. So here's my website, and then I'd have to log in first of all. So I click on log in, and then I log in here. It's connecting, it says. Okay, now I have all my posts here, and then you would go add new post and then add new post. This is what's called a WordPress layout website hosted by Network Solutions, and so you want to add a new post. So you first of all you add the media, and then you look in the list here. I'm going to, just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to look down the list here and see here's life's 2 most important questions already here. So I would go like this, and then I would go insert into the post. I guess I have to upload the file. First we check the file, then we go to insert into post. There, it inserts that in there. Now the next step is to add media, and I need to find the document. And so in this case, the document would be harder to find because there's no picture. So what I would do is I would go upload files, and then I would go select files. You can either drag and drop from another place on your computer. And so what I would do is I would go down here in the list, and I'd go to my external drive where the document is located. Then I go to public. Then I go to tracts. Then I go to tracts by title. Then I go to life's 2 most important questions right here. And then I look for a PDF, the one that says ebook, e-tract. Oh, here it is. Life's 2 most important questions, e-tract. This one right here. So I'm going to double click on that, and so now it's getting ready to load it into the website, and it doesn't take long because it's a PDF. So then I go insert into post, and then you see this blue line right here is the hyperlink to the document, and so I don't need that long thing like that. So I'm going to drag across that, and I'm just going to type in here download. There we go. And now I'm going to put a return, and I'm going to type a little information about it right here. Where will I spend eternity? And how can I know for sure? And then I want to choose over here, I'm going to put it under e-tracts, the category here, and then I just go publish like this, and now it's actually making it as a new post on the website. And then I would go up here to view post, and it shows a sample page of the viewing, and here's where I typed in download. Here's my description. Here's what's called the thumbnail of the tract, and then to see if it works properly, you just click on the download right there, and then you would go right here, click on that, and there you go, and it shows the tract. And then you read it like this, and on the tablet you'd be able to use your finger and turn the pages with your finger on the tablet. And so that's how we take a print document made for printing on a laser printer and turn it into what I call an e-tract. Thank you for watching.